Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. I hope you are all doing okay. This is another episode in the using some of your stuff up, and it's a bit of a variety. These, you probably, some of you all know what they are exactly just by looking at them. Had one of those sets in where you pop the stuff out, and I thought, wow, they make nice windows, so I've kept them. I'm surprised that they've kept so nice because I've had them for about a year. That was out some other set, a little frame thing, and it's one of those double ones. I think they're ones what you put on like pads and have them, you know, like that. And then these are different ones out of kits. I do think these are from My Porch Prints, and then these ones, I think they might be My Porch Prints as well, and then these ones are Tracy Fox ones. So I've got those, and then last year I printed out a load of I bought a pressed flower kit, digital, and I printed them out on vellum. Printed far too many out. I did use a lot of them, but yeah, I just want to get them used up. As much as I do like the these on vellum, obviously since then I pressed a few of my own flowers and that, so I would prefer to do the specimens in them. But yeah, I just want to use these up. Actually, I mean, some of these are probably too small, but we shall see what happens. So I need to think about a way that I'm going to use them. So if we look at these, are they double or single? That's single, but I could attach that, or I could have it as two singles. So how would I use those? If I put that there, then it would either have to be that you used it as a kind of tuck, like a you know, a bit of a side pocket type thing, or you would put a back in it, because it couldn't be like a tag, because obviously you'd have that at the back. So do I want to use them as a tag type thing, or do I want to use them as a pocket type thing? I don't know. Or do I want to use them as a flip type thing and have a pocket at the back? So I'm kind of liking the thought of the last one. So let's pick, and I think I'll do the same with these. So I'm just thinking, let's pick some out what aren't so wide, because I know that the other ones are a lot wider than these ones. So if I go for thinner ones, then they might stand a chance of the wider ones going in the other ones, if that makes any sense whatsoever, because I just feel like I'm just mumbling along, but yeah, why I'm thinking about it, it is a bit of a mumble. So I did cut these ones out with scissors, and because I don't have any square punches, so what I did was I got my sharp scissors and I kind of stabbed it in the middle to make a hole, and then I cut from the middle to the side, and then to the other side, and then like did a cross, and then just cut it out. It's not the tidiest cut, but it's fine. So yeah, that was how I did those ones. I think the other ones I did do them with the craft knife, And I find, I mean, I don't use a knife enough to get, you know, kind of confident and experienced with one. But I do find with the craft knife, sometimes I can cut and it's fine. Other times it's an absolute disaster. So I did think with this one, I would try with the scissors. And it seemed to work fine. I know I've seen videos of Tracy Fox, and she's actually done them with punches because you're not going that far in. So like this, you're going quite far in, so perhaps the punch, I mean, I don't even know if they do a punch that big, but you know what I mean, they've got this width, whereas these haven't. So you could probably get a punch the right size. I know she did show a video of that, but yeah, I mean, if that's all you're going to use that kind of size punch for, I don't think it's actually worth, you know, just buying a punch just for a few. So I think the scissor thing worked out okay. So I think these are quite flimsy, like looking at them, and they are backed on something else, and I have stuck them together. So they are quite thick, but they are still, you know, quite flimsy because of the sides. So I think putting a back on them is actually probably the best thing for them. So that's probably the right decision. I just need to think what I'm going to put behind it, so it doesn't, you know, so it shows off the image rather than, you know, like drowns it out. So I'm kind of thinking book page or tea stain paper, something quite mild. I don't think mild's the right word, but you know what I mean. Now I think I did this one because these have been in my stash ages. And I think I did do this with a craft knife, which it looks as if it's come out all right, but I've obviously not cut around the white. But if we just age that down a bit with I think I'm using gathered twigs, it'll just blend it out. So that's that one. I'm feeling I might do that as a double. I wonder if I could get away with this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that as a double one. So let's just ink around there. So yeah, when I first said, oh, I'm going to, you know, go through all my tubs, everything that I've got printed out, and like get everything used up, didn't realise, you know, I've got so much stuff to use up. I thought a few videos and that'll be it. And I think I filmed about 20 videos. So yeah, I hope, you know, you're getting on board and doing similar kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run as fine as possible. It is fine because it won't even come out. Glue down the sides, and we'll get the vellum stuck down first. So the vellum that I use, it is in my Amazon favourites, and it's not actually called vellum, it is a tracing paper. But I just stopped myself. Yeah, it is classed as a tracing paper. So that's got the brightest image on. So if I try and just place it down like so, then I'll just leave that to dry a little while before I cut any overhang. I don't know if the cold has made this a bit more cloggy and stuff, but it's been terrible for clogging. I don't know why I've gone as high as that. I don't think it's even that high. No. Let's just get a bit under there. Okay, so we'll leave that one to dry. So I think because I was doing it quite wide, I don't know why I just don't do it on here. That would probably be better. Even that don't work out, does it? Because that's the bit that I'm going to be cutting off. Oh, whatever way you do it, it's not going to be right. Right, and that's really not in the right position. Let's see if that's, well, it's a little bit better. Let's pull it up. So yeah, that went totally wrong. Hopefully I've caught it. It's a little bit of a big image really to put in that, but it is really just about using these things. You know, if I've gone to the trouble of printing them out and cutting around them and you know, going around the holes, it's I really need to use them. I was saying there was, you know, when these kits came out, kind of thing, there was so many of them, wasn't they? And I think I must have bought a lot of them because I do like the windows. But now I just think, oh, you're better doing it with a window envelope and just doing something with those. So, oh, I like that one. So that's going to go in there. Okay, so let's trim these down. I think that's that one done. Not sure what kit these was from. I don't know if there was just a kit with these in or if it was part of a kit. I can't quite remember because I think at the time Tracy brought out quite a lot of field note kind of kits out, and I know I did buy quite a few, so I don't really know. Oh, I thought these scissors felt funny. They've snapped. I have been umming and ahhing about buying the Tim Holtz big scissors, so I don't think I can't not now. Yeah, I thought it felt really funny. I mean, these scissors, I brought these when I first opened the Dreamcatcher shop, which, I mean, I've had my paper Etsy shop 2 years this like Easter time, so the Dreamcatcher shop will be 3 years, and I started making them a little bit before I opened the Etsy shop because I did sell them for a little while on Facebook, and well, sold a lot to people at work and things. I mean, originally I'd made the first one just for my granddaughter. My daughter had said that she was buying one, and she showed it me. I was like, goodness me, you're not paying that. I says, I'll have a go at making it. And I really did not think that I could make one, because she gave me like the look of, And I said, I tell you what, if I can't make it, and it, you know, it doesn't come out very good, I'll buy it. Why is one side thicker than the other? Does anyone else pick up on that? Yeah, one side's bigger than the other, so I'm gonna have to, I'll do them as separate. Right, have I got something tallish? Yeah, that should go okay. Yeah, so it was when everybody went unicorn crazy. Should I say unicorn first? So I ordered a hoop, and I got a horn and all this coloured ribbon. I mean, it actually cost me more to make it than it would have to buy it, because obviously I had to buy, you know, more than I wanted of everything. And when I made it, I was just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that I've made that. And my daughter was the same. And she said, like, why don't you make them and sell them? And I was a bit like, because I've not long been diagnosed with, you know, the fibromyalgia then, and I'd cut down work, and I was quite poorly. I'm just going through my folder, sorry. I was thinking that you could see me. I'm just thinking about maybe backing them with this kind of thing. So let's pull a few sheets out. Yeah, I'd cut down days at work and stuff, and yeah, I was having quite long periods of not being very well, and I thought, yeah, I'll just sell some, you know, as like a hobby type thing, just to kind of give me a bit of pocket money. And I think I bought enough for, I don't know if it was nearly 20 unicorns, and at the time I thought I was being, you know, a little bit ambitious, but it kind of was cheaper to, you know, to buy that much stuff bulk wise. So yeah, I made them, and you know, put pictures up on Facebook and stuff, and people at work were saying, oh, do you sell them? And I was like, yeah, well, we'll have one. And I mean, one woman at work, I think she bought 3 or 4 for like nieces and things. And yeah, they all sold, and I thought, oh. So I made some more, and a few more people bought them at work, and I think then it was like everybody at work who was going to have one had one type thing. And yeah, joined some like crafting marketplaces on Facebook, started selling them on there, and then I got fed up of making unicorns, and I thought, oh, I'll just you know, try some other ones. And I think the next ones I did was like nautical ones, so I put some shells on it, and you know, bought some aquamarine coloured stones and things like that. And it was my cousin who said, you're taping at Etsy shop. And I ummed and ahed for a bit, and she said, just open it. And she said, when you go home, open it, and I'm gonna, like, you know, ring you an hour after you've got home, and I want, you know, make sure you've opened it. So I just came home and opened it, and yeah, that was kind of it. And I made a few like nautical ones, and I think after, I don't know, about 6 weeks, I think, I got my first sale. And I always remember, you know, hearing the tail bell go off, and I was so excited. But it was so nerve-wracking. I really like that. I'm obviously going to do something to the back. Yeah, so excited. And yeah, the rest, as they say, is history. And I did that for about a year before I then opened the paper shop. But yeah, I'd kind of started watching the junk journal and stuff, and I was watching it as, you know, I was like making the dream catchers up and stuff, and I kept having a little dabble and that, and I really wasn't very good at it, but I really enjoyed it. And then yeah, I practiced and got a bit more confident, and that's it. So I think these are going to end up being tags, really. I think I'm going to back them with the card that I've been saving on the Trash Tuesday. And yeah, just back them and have them as journal cards. So I've got those obviously scissors out to cut with them. So yes, I'm going to go on my wish list on Amazon, and I'm going to make my wish come true, and I'm going to go and order the Tim Holtz big scissors. That's if sometimes they're so expensive. It depends, I think, how many they've got in stock and that, but if they seem to be low in stock, the prices go sky high. So yeah, I shall see what the price is like. But yeah, they'd gone up to about £30 at one point. These feel funny now, you know, because I've been using those others, and they was funny. Right, I am. I'm going to rip this down and actually put it in my collage, because it is in my collage folder, because it is nice numbers. And again, all these things that I'm pulling out the collage folder are all things that I printed out, and some of them I probably printed them out, you know, well over a year ago. So it'll be nice to get them all used, and then when I print out again, I'll kind of know what I like and what I don't. Because I think, that's too dark, I think when you first buy a kit, I don't know about everybody else, but I tend to print the whole kit out, and then I print everything on to a page, and then some of the pages I'll print, you know, 3-4 off. And then, you know, once you've used a kit, you kind of know the pieces that you're going to use and that you prefer. So I think the second time round, you're a bit more knowing what you want. But I like to have a look at the full kit and use the whole kit first. So I think it just helps me remember the kit, really. Back to these scissors, aren't I? It's a lot easier doing them with the long scissors. Just needs to be a little bit more in. Right. So yeah, I'm really surprised these haven't just ended up screwed up and not usable, because yeah, they've been moved from one box to another and they've always been on my list of I must do them. So I think we all get to the point where we can't justify like buying any more kits. It's like the main kit that I'm using in the Botanicals, the Nature's Remedy from Tracy Fox and Odd Maze. I mean, I bought that, you know, as soon as they brought it out, and it's like I've only just printed it out to use it. And there's been many other kits, you know, as soon as I've seen that they've come out, I've just bought them. And yeah, I would have, you know, used them in the future, but I don't think there's no need to buy them so quickly. So yeah, I have stopped myself from buying at the moment. And I am determined to use everything up that I've printed. So I suppose it's like using all your scraps, isn't it? You know, you just get to that point where you're like, I just need to clear the decks kind of thing. And, you know, there's some kits that I've printed out and I'll possibly never print them out again. Because, you know, your taste changes. Right, I am going to pause for now because I don't think you need to see me, you know, backing things. And all I'm going to do is back them all and I'm going to ink around them. I think I'm going to just put a label on that one. I won't bother on those, and I'll probably just put a label on those, and then that'll be those ones done, and then we'll see what we can do with the other ones. So I shall see you in a short while. Okay, I've finished those off, backed them all, and I've inked around them. I've put some labels on that one and on those two. So I've got 6 new journal cards, so quite happy with those. So let's have a look at these square ones. They're gonna want folding properly, they're all out of shape, so I think I'll start off by inking them, and it looks as if that's the front there. So again, I think I did these with the blade. Well, I made quite a good job of them really, but yeah, again I probably did that about a year ago. So it's strange that, you know, I've gone to that effort of actually cutting it out and then not using it. It's crazy. Probably wasted, you know, half an hour cutting it out and then never used it. Absolutely mad. But I'm sure we've all got things that we've done that. So it doesn't look. Are they 2 frames or do they not fit together? Don't seem as if they do fit together. Maybe they are single, because they've got very different patterns on. No, surely they do. But yeah, they just don't seem to fit together right at all. And I don't think that's my cutting. So I'm going to get my trimmer out and separate them. Yeah, I don't think I'll have enough leftover vellum things to do them, so I'll have to think of something else. So yeah, they must be single. Now that one looks as if it fits together. Just gonna trim it slightly, but yeah, I just could not get that other one to to fold right. So apart from that bit sticking out there, which that's fine, and I think this one does as well. Yeah, weird. Oh, let me turn my volume down. I've just been watching something, well, listening to something on the PC while I was finishing those off. Okay, so we've got like 4, haven't we, of those. Right, let's have a look at these. What we've, oh, I'm supposed to be inking. Right, I think I've done this single one. I've done that one. Oh, honestly, they're really quite floppy. I think once you've glued them together, it does give them a bit more stability. Let me just ink the insides actually, because I can obviously ink the outsides after they've been stuck together. It's just the insides that I'm not going to be able to get to. Okay, and this one. Love the backgrounds on these. But again, I know that I had them from my porch prints, but I don't know if there was just those as a kit or if they came within something else. I'm not too sure. So I think that would be fine in there. So if I just put glue directly in here. Like so, that should glue. There. Should just glue on top, and then I can still just trim round if anywhere needs trimming. Now probably when I use this I will add a little hinge on it and make this into a flip. Right, hopefully that won't go all over the flower. Am I right out of shot? Oh. So that's that one done. Let's just trim round it. I have had to throw them other scissors in the bin, and I have just been on Amazon and got the big ones, and luckily there was $15.99. I think that's the cheapest that I've seen them, to be honest, and they're coming from Tonic Studios UK. Apparently they're based in Wales. I didn't know that. So that's that one. Let's just go around the outside. So I shall put this in my other tub, because the other ones will go in with the journal cards, and this can go in with like envelopes and things like that, because yeah, I will make that into to a tuck, so that's that. Don't know if I want to put anything on it. I don't think so. I think I like the numbers what are on there. They're very Tim Holtzy. Right, let's do this one then. I wonder if this will go in nice. Yeah, I like that in there. So I think I can get away with just putting the glue just around here. So I spoke to Julie this morning. We chatted through the actual Alexa. Normally we chat on Instagram, but we voice chat. So we tend to, when we talk, obviously because you've got to keep pressing your finger down on the button to talk. I normally don't get anything done as we're talking, but yeah, speaking through that, I think, what did Julie say she was doing? I think she was cutting tickets up or something, and I was scoring envelopes and pockets and inking them and stuff, and I got a big pile of stuff done in an hour. So I said it was quite enjoyable that we could just actually sit and chat. And we was both crafting and having a chat. Yeah, it was very nice, very enjoyable. So, and obviously we was both able to still get on with us work. 'Cause, the thing is, like when you do work from home and stuff, like I work really long hours. You know, as soon as I wake up, I go down and make a cup of tea, and then I come in here, and you know, I check both my shops, check my YouTube, have a look at Instagram and stuff, make sure, you know, whatever videos is supposed to be going up that day is going up, and check my emails and things like that, and then I go and make another cup of tea, and then yeah, it's all systems go. And then I'm usually still here till about 6 o'clock, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness, I've got to do tea. Yeah, it's often 8 o'clock when we have tea. So I didn't work as long hours actually when I was actually going out to work, and I think that's probably because I was more tired because of the physical side of my actual job. So I've had more energy, and obviously I'm trying to use the time that I've been off work to my advantage, and you know, get as much done as I can, and I think I've, you know, done pretty well. I am filming these in advance, so as I'm filming this, it's right at the end of February, nearly the beginning of March. So yeah, but I wanted to get all these things, you know, ready to use. So I've just been videoing for the last couple of weeks, just doing these things. So yeah, so when we talk, you might be a bit like, what is she on about? That's been and gone. So I'm sorry about that, but you know, I'm thinking, oh, once I go back to work and starting, you know, able to see family again, you know, obviously I need to catch up with my daughters and the grandchildren, and you know, I want to take Eleanor clothes shopping, and I want to go to the cinema, I want to go out for a meal. Be nice to go out on a date with Ryan. He doesn't know it yet, but yeah, it would be nice, and things. So I do want to kind of get in front with videoing and things, so there's still, you know, something going up. So I know it's not the most thrilling of things, but hopefully I can just keep you company while you're doing what you're doing. But maybe everybody will be too busy and nobody will be actually watching YouTube anyway. So, but they're there just in case. Because I know, you know, anybody who knows about algorithms and things, if you go from, you know, posting all the time to hardly posting, you just don't get kind of promoted, and they don't show you to as many people and things. So you know, your channel doesn't grow and stuff. So yeah, I'm keen not to have a big break in it. So I'm going to put these up twice a week. Hopefully I'll have finished the altered book off, because I'm gonna, for the next couple of weeks, film, you know, finishing that off. So that'll be you know, another video. And I'm hoping to spend a few days on Tina's Mass Mates, where I'm doing the Bow Bunny. So then, you know, that's 4 videos a week. So if I can get to that point, that there's 4 going up a week, the rest of the week I can do them as need be, kind of thing, or don't do them if I'm too tired or don't have time. So we shall see what happens. I'm just trying to be a bit prepared, because I would hate it if, you know, I've suddenly been here every day and then it's like, you know, I totally disappear for a few years. People are gonna, well, they're gonna worry. I know, you know, I know myself, when there's certain people who are watching, then they don't post anything, and you think, oh, I hope they're all right. And I mean, obviously, you know that they've got a life and they haven't got to come on and tell you where they are and what they're doing. But I think it's your natural thing just to think, oh, I hope, you know, I hope they're all right. I mean, same with people who comment every video, and then when they don't comment for a day, I think, oh my goodness, I hope, you know, they're okay. And I know, like, that, yeah, they're probably just busy today. And they do, like, then comment the next day, and I think, oh, thank goodness, you know, they're okay. But yeah, you just get used to these things. And obviously, you know, it's the way we communicate to each other. So when you suddenly stop communicating, you obviously think there's a problem. So I bet you I'm not going to be able to fit 2. Oh, yeah, I can. So yeah, I keep getting through this card. Luckily, Eleanor is really liking chocolate Weetabix at the moment, these little mini ones. And the card's beautiful. So lovely brown. So as you can see, I'm just backing these again with the cereal boxes. And these will be journal cards. So I might pause again in a minute because we're at 42. And I think I'm going to be doing something different with the other frames. So I'm obviously not doing anything much now. So I'm going to pause and I'll come back when I do the next. I was going to say prawns. Why on earth was I going to say prawns? Frames. See you in a minute. Okay, I've finished those 2 off. So they look really nice. Like them. And I've backed them and inked around them. Sorry if there's sun coming through, but it's just gone really sunny. Right, these ones, I've got some acetate out. Again, I'm sorry if there is a glare. So I'm thinking of sticking the frame on. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see. I think it just fits. So let me do that. Use the art glitter glue. Then I'm thinking I'll put some dried flowers or something at the back of it. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to back it with the cereal. I'm going to back it with some craft paper card. and I'm going to put a hinge on it so it's ready to use as some kind of flip. I knew I'd end up getting glue on the acetate. I mean, fancy gluing on top of it. Really. Must have a bit of a blockage. It's weird how 1 minute it's just flowing fine and then it's got a bit of a blockage in it. Oh my goodness. See, the colour works lovely. I mean, a bit too lovely. The way it comes out. That's it. Oh, hopefully there's enough glue on it. Right. So let's. It's a bit hard to see, but I think that's all covered. Where does it end? Yeah, it ends there, so that's fine. Right. So I can obviously clean the outside of the screen once I've done. So let's get some backing paper on. So I wonder, I might have it like that. Okay, so I'm going to start by just cutting this acetate off this overhang. I don't think there's any around the sides, but I will just check. Not as I can see, yeah, there's a bit there. So with the sun coming through, it's even harder to see. Right. So I'm thinking of like that. Let's have a look what we've got. So I've got some lovely ferns. I've picked some of them, and Joanne from I think it's Off the Grid Journals. Oh, sorry, Joanne, that I can't remember your YouTube name. So I like that there. Now, what could I have there? I don't think that one's going to be any good, but I will put it back in. Could do with something. Try. I don't know, but I'm definite for that. Maybe I could just leave it like that, but no, it does look a little bit weird. I suppose if I put a label on there and there, it looks as if like the two different specimens. So let's get this glued down. Do I want to glue it down? Yeah, I do, because if I don't glue this straight, it might end up because it's wanting to curl. So if I don't glue it down, then I might end up sticking the frame down and it's not laying straight. Seems so weird putting glue on you know, something. I suppose it's not still living, is it? But you know what I mean. So I think that will be okay. So Colin, that goes there, like so. That's gonna want to go about there. So if I say that something's got to be at that R, let's have a look if that's right. So I think I'm going to just take this top bit off. And that goes there. And then that should go there. So really it wants to be in about there. Hopefully. Right. So I'll try that. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so what I'm going to do is go round this. I suppose I need to wipe this frame down on the inside before I stick it down. Okay, and I need to be careful gluing around it. So yeah, I think are these sets called like decoupage sets that have those like papers in that you just pop out. I'm sure they're called like decoupage. I think they like a thing that card makers use and stuff. Colin, still got I think it'll dry clear anyway. Okay, so hopefully that's all glued down. It looks a bit iffy at this top bit. Right, so I'm going to cut round that. Hey, I like this. The paper's a little bit wet there, what I've just wiped. So. Yeah, don't rip. Okay, I really like that. Right, so let me just get some craft cards. And what I'm thinking is, so I want it that length. Could I do it that way? Yes. So if I mark it with my pencil, sorry, like so, I can mark it there. Good. And cut it off like so. Yeah, that should be fine. So what I'm going to do is glue it. Which is the nice side, this side, or which side do I want there? So I want it on that side. Okay, so I'm going to pop this onto here, and the colour will allow me a bit of wiggle time to get it on. I did cut it just a fraction too small, but not enough for it to matter. Right, let's oh, I know what I can use. I can use my brayer. Get it down. So let's give it a good good rub down. Good rolling. Right, so what I'm thinking is get my scoreboard, and I'm going to score down this edge. Yeah. I don't know if I'm actually in a score line or what. And then I'm going to bend it down. It probably want a bit more glue in that corner. Yeah, either the score line wasn't straight or the frame isn't straight, and it's probably a little bit of both. Let's score this down. Cut that a little bit off what's hanging off without going into the craft card. Okay, so that will be like so. I was going to cut this off, but actually I'm going to leave it like that, because when I use it I could attach something else to it. So yeah, I like that. I'm glad I saved those. A couple of times I've bought those kinds of things and thought, oh, I ought to save but some of the boxes, they're not great, but yeah, with these ones being quite boxy, straight away I did think, oh, they'd be nice as like specimen type things. So you can see that's not straight there, so I'll just trim that off. So that's that piece. I love it, really love it. It does need a good inking around, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. Let me just show you the other ones what I've got, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with them. But we're hitting an hour now, And there's probably still there's probably everybody's turned off now, and I'm just here rambling to myself. And if you are still here, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you, you know, taking your time and watching me right to the end. So that's that one. I've got that one, which I feel like I just need to cut a little bit off that side just to straighten it up a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. It's a bit daring, this. Okay. I'm not going any closer than that. So I think I've got 2 of those pieces. I've got everything on top of each other now. Come on, help me. Right. So I've got another one of those, which I'm going to do the same thing. And then I've got these, excuse me, which I might just put a tall one and actually put a label inside those. So yeah, that'll be nice. If I can find something, I don't know, I've just picked that out random, but something like that at the bottom inside it, and then the thing there. And I'm going to put a hinge on those as well. And if there's a bit left over, I shall leave that, because yeah, obviously when I use it, it gives me more scope. So if you've got any of those and they're the right shapes and stuff, I'd think about using them. So I think we've done pretty well. We've got all these done. So, you know, they've been from box to box, file to file, and now they're the usable pieces, and I really like them. And they're going to fit in lovely with my botanicals. So thank you very much. I'll make these, and when I do the thumbnail, I'll try and get as many in the picture so you can see what else I've done. So thank you. See you soon. Bye for now.